Hi, welcome back to Beautifully Bookish Bethany, where I have new videos every week about books and the geeky mom lifestyle. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my TBR for Throwbackathon. Throwbackathon is a readathon that was just recently announced that sounds like a lot of fun, and the prompts for this year have to do with Saturday morning cartoons. I will leave links to all of the information about this readathon down below. It's being hosted by the members of the Black Prose Club, and that's a book club hosted by 3 booktubers, including Melanin Eclectic, OhSheReads, and the Bookish Wallfloor. The readathon is going to be taking place from June 15th to June 21st. So when I heard the prompts, I was like, yes, this is perfect. This sounds like so much fun. If you want a throwback, it's going to take you back to the days of your childhood Saturday morning cartoons, at least if you're old like me. Like, I guess the reality is there are creators who probably did not watch these cartoons, but as a woman in her early 30s, I totally did. So that said, the first prompt is for Batman Beyond. Read a book where a character has a secret identity or is hiding something. And for this prompt, the book that I picked is one of the Patreon book club picks for this month that I needed to read anyway, and this seemed like a good fit. This is Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. It's a middle grade fantasy story about a young girl who is hiding a big secret, which is that she has telepathic abilities. And then she meets a boy who has something similar and discovers that even though she feels like she doesn't fit in this world, he can introduce her to a world where she does fit in. Excuse me if you hear my children in the background. They just got back from playing outside for a little bit. So this is going to be my pick for the first prompt. The next prompt is for Recess, which is a fantastic cartoon that I definitely enjoyed. And the prompt for this is to read a book surrounding a group of friends. For this, I'm going to be reading 6 Angry Girls by Adrienne Kisner. This looks super fun. It was originally supposed to come out in June, but it got pushed back to July, and it's on my TBR for the month. First of all, let's just appreciate the cover art because I love it. The diversity is fantastic. This just sounds like a whole lot of fun. It follows a group of girls who get involved in a politically active knitting store and fight to sort of take down the patriarchy in their high school and start a debate team or something like that. A mock trial team, that's what it is. So I'm going to be doing this for that prompt, and I think using it for another prompt later on as well. The next prompt is for Rocko's Modern Life, which was definitely never my brand of cartoon, but I know a lot of people really enjoy it. And the prompt for this is read a book that you consider a guilty pleasure. And I actually have the perfect book for this. It arrived in like a birthday package with some like blind date with the books from my friend Mara over at Books Like Whoa. And it fits a sort of reading challenge that I'm setting for myself for the summer. So I'm going to be reading Vampire Sorority Sisters Soul to Keep by Rebekah Weatherspoon. So I actually hear that this is pretty good. This is one of her earlier books. I think this might be her first series that she wrote. And it's about lesbian sorority sisters who are also vampires. So it's gonna be an interesting one, a good time. And like I said, this does also fit a challenge for me because I am working this summer on reading vampire and werewolf books by people of color, and Rebekah Weatherspoon is a Black romance author. Number 4 is Gargoyles. This is another one I definitely enjoyed, and for this we're asked to read a book based on ancient myth, mythology, or history. And I had another one on my TBR that I think works pretty well for this. It's a book that I was sent for review by an indie author, and it is a collection of short stories in the horror genre that are all inspired by mythology and urban legends from Indonesia. So this is Who's There by Dimas Rio, and early reviews of this looked really interesting. So it's not a super long book, which is always good for like readathons, and it's one that I was going to review this month anyway. So I think this is going to be really interesting, and it is inspired by Indonesian mythology. And then the final prompt for this readathon is Doug. Who doesn't love Doug, guys? Doug is great. And for this, of course, we're supposed to read a coming of age story. And so for this, I am also using 6 Angry Girls because from what I gather, it seems like a coming of age story for this group of friends who are sort of finding themselves, finding their voices as young women and standing up for themselves. And that just seems perfect. So there you go. That is my TBR for Throwbackathon, which is happening in June. I hope you guys will join in, check it out. I'll leave all the links to it down below if you guys want to join in yourselves. I think it's gonna be a good time. And I tried to pick like some easy to read, shorter books for the most part. And this is middle grade, so even though it's longer, I think I'll still breeze through it. So excited to participate. Check it out and let me know in the comments down below if you guys are planning on participating yourselves. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.